So everybody, today we are taking a look at the Age of the Primes, Sky-Byte. However, when looking at this guy, we do have to go ahead and pull in his stellar original version. Now, obviously, there are a lot of deco differences, although to the Age of the Prime's credit, although it's not as fully extensive as the original, they did a decent job. However, if we go ahead and take a look at this side, you can see some of the details that they definitely tried to match. And over here on this side as well, even some of the little bit of the elements like the original eye, you can see that they went ahead and sculpted in some of those details, even going ahead and giving that little bit of a deco right there. In the original Sky-Byte, you had to basically dislocate his jaw and pull down what becomes his robot mode legs to go ahead and expose the mouth-mounted missile launcher. However, on the new one, they've made it a lot more simpler because if you can see, he just has those slots, and here on his weapon, he just has those tabs, so you can go ahead and pull it in, close up his mouth, and there you go. This process is way, way more simplified. Now, as fabulous as this original Sky-Byte is, it does have the unfortunate drawback of always being a brick stuck in a arc position. Basically, the tail, as you can see, comes over here and turns like that, but that's basically it. Aside from a few other features, this thing doesn't do a whole lot. Well, as you can see on this Sky-Byte, you can actually make the tail go this way and this way. Now, the way that they did that was actually by shortening these little sides of the shark right here. Instead of going all the way down to the tail, you can see that it only goes about halfway down, exposing what will become his two robot mode arms. Now, I initially didn't like that, but again, it does offer this guy a little bit more flexibility with the shark tail if you wanted to go ahead and do that. A thing that's unique to this guy that the old one doesn't have is the fact that he can actually go ahead and arc his neck like this. And because in the show, Sky-Byte was known for being very animated in his beast mode and doing very anime sort of things. So the fact that they went ahead and included just that little bit of detail into it is kind of funny. But again, it's something unique to the newer version of Sky-Byte. The last thing I wanted to go ahead and point out in beast mode is something that's a little bit of a niche feature on Sky-Byte, but if you can see here on his tail, you can actually turn it into what would become his robot mode weapon, but because the gear is exposed right here on purpose, it makes it look like a propeller that you can basically give your shark a little bit of a submarine aesthetic. Well, on the new Sky-Byte, you can likewise go ahead and do that, although because of how this thing is constructed, you kind of have to do it manually, and I'll be honest with you, it kind of takes the fun out of it just a little bit. However, that is our boy in his beast mode.